Hey there, so are you using Pinterest to effectively promote your artwork, your courses, your tutorials? Well, I'm going to give you 3 out-of-the-box ideas for how I'm using Pinterest to promote my art. And I'm going to show you in this video 3 different ways I'm doing pins that are not quite traditional, that have worked really well for me so that I can give you what you need to maybe do the same for your art so that you can start getting more clicks, more visits to your blog, more visits to your YouTube channel, and hopefully at the same time, build your following. So the first idea I want to show you is creating a pin that will feature just your artwork. And I like to use a 15 or 1000 by 1500 pixels, which is the 2:3 ratio that Pinterest likes. So I've got this template started and just going to put in one of the grids here. And then I'm going to go to my folders. I am on a paid plan, and I'm going to go ahead and just pull up art from these are all the different things I want to promote, and I have scanned in. These can be photographs as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be anything you've scanned. And then I'm going to look for the one I want to promote. I think it's this one, so I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to resize it because I want to make sure that it's the right size, and just going to tweak it a little bit here. And now that looks good. So it's a 2:3 ratio. It's a piece of my art, and then I can, do more. I can do another one, add in another piece, and just continue to keep doing that until I have all the pieces that I want. So now this is a 2:3 ratio, perfect for what Pinterest wants in their sizing. You're probably thinking, well, why would you just put that up there? Well, the same reason why I would post just something that I put on Instagram, right? It's my art. But with this, it looks a little bit intriguing. And if I saw this on Pinterest, I probably would want to know more about it. I'd probably want to click to it and be like, what is that? Again, I'm testing different things to see how they are working, and this one seems to be working fairly well. If you're going to have a square image or a horizontal image, that's just something that you took a photograph, but why not something like this? Because Pinterest does really, really like the 2:3 ratio. The other thing that you can do is you can change it up too and add 2 pieces of art if you wanted. So for instance, if I wanted to do maybe this part of it, and then maybe this part of it, and I can shift it around, I could turn it, but and it could be something else. Maybe in this image at the bottom, maybe I do actually put the image from what it actually looks like, rather than kind of a blown up version of it. I could go in and actually put the artwork. And so here I have the ratio 2:3. Pinterest loves that. And then I might even do it the other way, where maybe we put that there and maybe we put that there. I really want it to be a different view though. So let's go back to the scanned art and then maybe do it like that, because that's a little bit more. You can see here, this is where it's taken from. So I kind of think that's interesting. And I might be more inclined to say, well, I want to know more about this. So there's 2 ways that you can do it. You can do it with multiple images or just do it with the one full-size image. And I really like this idea because it's quick and it's easy, and it gets your art on Pinterest in a different way, where rather than just putting the square picture on there from Pinterest or Instagram, which you can certainly do, this allows you to do it where it's just your art. Next, I want to show you another way that you can do this where it's got a little bit more information on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the full-size image, and I'm going to go to my projects, and I'm actually working from the 100-day project. So I'm going to go ahead and go into that folder here. And I'm just going to choose an image here that I want to add into. I think I'll go with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and place this into the background. And then I'm going to go under Adjust, and I'm going to blur that. So now it's blurred. I'm going to go back to elements, pick another grid here, and I really want this one to be square. So I need to, let's see, what direction is this one? This is at 1,000. I want that to be maybe right about there. So it's kind of in the middle. So next I'm going to add a circle frame, a really small one, and this will be for my logo. And I'll put that right up here and put that right there. And let's go down to logos and let me put that right in there. So now I've got my little logo on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and add text, and I'm going to move it to the bottom. And then I just change the color based on what I think looks the best, but I think the black will do just fine for this. And I'll move it down. And then this is where I just put in the URL for my website. Okay, so this one's taken a little bit more work, but all right, so let's go back to the 100-day project. And now I want to put the actual art in there. So now I can promote the square image that I put on Instagram, but it's in a 2:3 or 2:3 ratio pin that Pinterest really likes. And with the background kind of blurred, you still get a feel of art. And then you can see the original squared image. And I'm thinking I was probably, yeah, that's about right. And so now this is just one more idea in how to promote this piece of art. And back to the other one I showed, we could do the exact same thing here by just putting that there. And then that can be uploaded just as art. And then we've got this one. So a couple of different ways to do it. And I can still upload this square version and pin it directly from Instagram. So it's really easy to just get clever and think out of the box on different ways to use your art and get it on Pinterest. And that way, those pins are always going to be working for you. You do a really good title and a really good description, and you're good to go. So what else can you do? All right, so let's go in, and I'm going to show you another one that has been working for me very well. And for this one, I'm going to put a solid background color, and I'm going to keep this here. Probably put this right about there. And then I'm going to go back to text. And this one we'll call, I'll just say art journaling inspiration. And I'll make this a little larger. Keep it simple. And I'm just going to duplicate that and move it down and do my website. I'm going to make that a different font. Oops. And make that smaller. Oh, that's way too big. Maybe there. And let's change the font to this. And then that way it'll be a different font so we don't have the exact same one. But you can kind of do that however you want. And I think I'm going to make that a little bit smaller and move that down. So all I'm going to really have on this is going to be a colored background, just a title, simple, what is this? And then we're going to go over, and this is where I'm going to show you how you can do video, which is pretty cool. And you can do video inside of Canva, which has been a real game changer. And uploads, and then I'm going to go to videos, and I've already uploaded some videos. So what I'm going to do is I like to keep the videos between maybe 40 seconds and 50. Sometimes I'll do a minute, but I like to keep them under that. I've been doing some research, and it indicates that you don't really want to have a video clip be too long, and that's sort of a sweet spot in there. So I've got a bunch of different video clips you'll see here. Some of the video clips are square already, some are horizontal. Some are vertical. It just depends on what I'm working on. You can even do a boomerang. So something like that will work. And, you could change the title of it. And then this could lead, to the tutorial on YouTube where I'm actually doing this project. Or I can put, this in here. And here's one that's actually an art journaling video. Sometimes I speed up the video. Sometimes the videos, oftentimes I'll speed it up more so because that gives, in a very short period of time, a nice taste of what is on the video. Now, I've been experimenting with these and adding more title, more words, and this simple one has worked the best for me, the best. And I want to show you on Pinterest, the one that has actually, there's two that have done really, really well for me. All right, this is video 1, and you'll see it's very similar to the one we just did. And then on this one, I had a little bit more information down here about my logo and all, but let's look at the stats on this. Now, when you're looking at your stats, the views, that's nice because those are your impressions and that's how many people got in front of, and that's pretty good. But what I really like to see is how many people saved it and how many people clicked it. And so for me, this is a really good one. These numbers are really high for my stats. And then another video that did well was this one. With this one, I did it a little differently. I just put the words, the animated words, stitched collage came in. And then let's look at the stats on this one. So for this one, impressions, meaning viewed, this is how many people viewed it. And then down here, 1.3 thousand saves, and then 959 link clicks. That's amazing. And the click to address for this was a blog post where I actually had the full video tutorial. You might have seen there at the end of this. Oops, let's watch it again. Right here at the end, it just says click to watch the process, and then I give my email or my website. So I'm just experimenting with what works for me. And I wanted to share that with you because this way you can kind of see, all right, these are ways that I can get my work out there and get it in front of more people and kind of have it doing its thing, because it'll do its thing on Pinterest. On Instagram, it's just kind of there. It stays there for a while, and then, it doesn't really do a whole lot for you after that. Now, the important thing is that you want to make sure that when you are linking your videos, that you actually link to the content. Don't just link to your website. You want to link it to this tutorial, whether it's on YouTube or a blog post. You want to make sure that you are really good and diligent about doing that. Okay, I hope that you find this helpful, and I hope that you'll give it a try and just start adding maybe an hour or two here and there where you can just start building up your pins and posting them so that they can start working for you, and you can start getting more traffic to your website or to your YouTube channel, and even to your Instagram. If this is on Instagram, just finished one, although I wouldn't do it for a video because a video kind of tells you, hey, there might be more to it. But just one of the static ones, I think it's great. You can lead them there. And but if you have YouTube or you have a blog or you have a gallery, like I indicated for my 100-day project, absolutely lead them to a page where the gallery is. And notice on that one, I actually said for inspiration, for more inspiration. So when you look at this, it tells them, click for more inspiration. Okay, it doesn't say there's a video, doesn't say it's a tutorial. It just says click for more inspiration. There's an arrow, and then it's like, hey, all right, well, if I click on that, then it's going to take me to more inspiration, which is going to be 100 of these that I've done for the 100-day project. All right? Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and have an awesome day. Bye.